Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage your host for today's 2020 Take Steps Rally, Danielle Snelson.
Welcome, everyone. As you know, we have been given a unique opportunity to rally together today from all over the world virtually. Though at times you may feel isolated in your journey, today we are here coming together more than ever. We want to encourage each of you joining us today to join in on the festivities because we are here to empower and inspire one another and recognize the steps each of you have taken to beat IBD. Throughout the rally today, we will be asking for live feedback from you, so make sure you got your fingers warmed up and your Facebook comments turned on so that we can hear from you later. Additionally, we want you to share with us why you take steps by posting photos on Facebook, tagging at Crohn's Colitis Take Steps, and on Instagram with hashtag #WhyITakeSteps. Your photos may be featured on our social media pages and stories later, so look out for those. I would now like to kick off today's event by welcoming Vice President of Take Steps, Vishal Zellers.
Hey everyone, I'm so excited to be here.
Welcome, Vishal. I hear you have some very exciting news for us today.
That's right, Danielle. We do have some exciting news, but I'm going to keep you all in suspense for a little bit longer. Our CEO and President, Michael Oso, will be sharing it later, so stay tuned. You don't want to miss it.
All across the country, we have people sharing their stories today. Some are looking forward to an in-person event later this year, while others are gearing up for Take Steps plus virtual, which is less than a month away. Take Steps plays a big role in raising funds to support the work of the foundation, and 2020 marks our 12th year. To date, Take Steps has raised more than $100 million to support our IBD community.
And last year, an estimated 55,000 people participated in Take Steps walks across the country and raised $10.7 million. This year, we have made a bold commitment to raise $11 million. And given COVID-19, our patients need us now more than ever. Our theme this year is 3.1 million reasons to take steps, which highlights the recent increase from an estimated 1.6 to now 3.1 million Americans living with IBD. We wanted to put that front and center, the impact that we know IBD has on us all.
3.1 million Americans living with IBD, and joining us virtually today are walkers from 89 Take Steps walks nationwide. Let's take a moment and see where you are all joining us from. So go ahead and use that comments feature in Facebook and share your location, and team name, and hashtag #WhyITakeSteps. So go ahead, be fast about it, put those in the comments.
Danielle and I are coming to you from coast to coast. I'm on the East Coast out of New York City, and Danielle's out on the West Coast.
Yay! All right, we've got some people kicking in here. It's actually kind of moving fast. So we have Rhonda from Pittsburgh. So she's on your side. And JL out of Austin. Awesome. And Alyssa from Connecticut. Oh my gosh, Long Island. You guys are moving so fast. Southeast Michigan. Oh, Minnesota. Do we have any West Coasters over here? We got some New York.
I saw Peggy from Portland on.
Oh, there we go. Hey, Peggy, we're neighbors. Oakland.
And Christina from Portland.
Oh, nice. Oh, my goodness. Who else we got here? We got some LA, St. Louis, or St. Louis, right? I think that's what it's called. Well, guys, well done. It is so incredible to see you all joining from across the country. It really helps remind us that though IBD can feel like an isolating disease at times, there are people just like you all over facing the same challenges. Truly, you are not alone. We are so grateful for your support and willingness to show up today, even when we can't physically be together.
So we want to challenge you all today. In honor of the 3.1 million Americans living with Crohn's and colitis, can we reach 3.1 million people on social media today? I'm hoping so. Let's go for it.
Help us spread the word today by posting on your social media channels and include a photo of who you take steps for, a team shot from last year's walk, or snap a selfie in your Take Steps swag. Not only can you help spread the word, you can also grow your team.
Okay, so we want to take a moment to give recognition to our amazing national sponsors, AbbVie, Takeda, Janssen, Quilter Northern, and Pupuri. Corporate support is critical to reaching our goal, and we are so appreciative of their commitment.
Additionally, 725 companies and organizations are supporting our 89 local walks today. We are truly grateful for all of their support.
Okay, so we've all been spending a bit more time at home recently, and I bet I'm not the only one with the Bravo channel on my watch list. And I may have been watching it before the pandemic as well. So let's face it, we're all looking for a little bit of reality TV to transport us away from home. And joining us today from his home in Miami is Vishal Parvani from Bravo's hit show, Family Karma. So please welcome Vishal as he shares his own IBD journey.
Hey everyone, I'm Vishal Parvani. You might know me from Bravo's Family Karma, but I'm also a Crohn's patient, and I'm super excited to be joining you all for today's Take Steps rally. I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease when I was 14 years old, and at that time I was admitted to the hospital for over a month. It really changed everything I knew. Back when I was first diagnosed, I didn't know much about this disease. In fact, I really didn't know much about anything about this disease. And I was really thankful to have the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation as a resource to educate myself and my family as well. Did I follow the information to a T? Absolutely not. I wish I did, but my journey has been riddled with flare-ups, colonoscopies, endoscopies, and procedures. And I was really internalizing and really in denial about having Crohn's disease. I always just wanted to be that quote-unquote normal kid. And therefore I ate poorly, I didn't exercise, and I just wanted to party and have fun with everyone else. And this caused me to be basically in a state of a perpetual flare. I let this disease control me versus the other way around. I eventually started following the resources with a little push from my now fiance, and I found a combination of a diet, biologics, and exercise that works for me, and that has substantially lowered the amount and the intensity of my flare-ups. And I am extremely thankful and grateful for the Take Steps Challenge, not only because the foundation is working towards a cure, but because I joined my first team when the year I was diagnosed. And, it really gave me a sense of an extended family, people who support you, who understand you. And for me, most importantly, that you are not alone in going through this. So get excited. Let's do this. I cannot wait for everyone to come together virtually for Take Steps Plus Virtual on June 20th. Let's go.
Thank you, Vishal. What an inspiring story and a great reminder, not only that IBD can affect anyone, no matter their age, but also that the foundation and Take Steps are here to help empower you in your journey.
That's right, Danielle. And this is a great time to recognize our honored heroes. They are truly ambassadors for Take Steps and the foundation as a whole. They are not only the voice and face of our walks, they are the heart and soul. So they fundraise, spread awareness, encourage others to get involved, and so much more. So let's hear from a few of our 2020 honored heroes.
Take Steps is important to me because it's a way that I can share my story on a larger platform, and it brings the community together, from a patient to supporter to caregiver.
Hi, my name is Imani Jackson. Take Steps is important to me because they help me find a cure for my disease, and I get to see other kids who have my disease, and I get to see everyone who's there to support me.
Take Steps is important to me because I get to see my friends come together and have fun meet new friends.
Take steps is important to me because I want to find a cure for everyone and research, and I hope that no one else has to feel this way.
I still take steps because I have ulcerative colitis, and now, more than ever, I'm longing to connect with other members of the IBD community.
Stronger together. I still take steps because I don't know how not to.
I still take steps because, as you know, as most of us know, IBD can be such an isolating disease, and during this time of isolation, it's important that we come together and support one another to raise funds to find a cure.
I'm still taking steps, not only for me, but for the next generation of IBD warriors, so they can not only survive, but thrive in the face of this illness, and ultimately so we can find a cure.
We've heard from Vishal and some of our honored heroes on why they walk. And now we would love to hear why you walk. So here's another time for you to leave comments in the Facebook chat so we can recognize you too. All right. So now we are hearing from you guys. So pop into the chat why you guys are walking. I know there's a little bit of lag here, so I'll give you guys a second to hop on.
I love this comment, Danielle. Imani shows even the littlest people can make a difference.
Oh, isn't she so cute? Awesome. They are all amazing. Yes. Yes. Amani, you were a hit in that video, so good job, girl. And Lisa says for her daughter. She is walking for her daughter.
Carol's to find a cure.
Yes. I walk for a world free of IBD, says Kate.
Rhonda, because no child deserves to suffer with Crohn's or colitis.
Yes. And Kelly says she walks for a 16-year-old daughter, diagnosed just a year ago. And Tracy walks for her sister. You guys have so many family members. This is amazing that you're getting out there and walking for them.
Amy, because 4 of her 6 family members have Crohn's.
Oh my goodness. Yes. And Laura says, together we are stronger. Go take steps. Yes. Natalie walks for herself and everyone else affected by IBD.
Kelly's walking for herself, her son, and her friends who are patients.
And John says he's taking steps for his son Jack. He is his hero. That's very sweet. I love that. So many inspiring reasons why each of us are walking today. So I want to introduce one more extraordinary young man. Please welcome one of our honored heroes from the Fort Lauderdale area.
Hi everyone, my name is Max Bratter and this is Eleanor. I'm from Cooper City, Florida, and I'm honored to be the Fort Lauderdale Take Steps Honored Hero. My favorite activities involve robotics, engineering, and video production. In fact, in order to make this video, I turned my laptop into a teleprompter and my iPad into a production screen. At my school, where I'm an NSU Shark, I am proud to be a member of the VEX Robotics team. I also worked hard with my team this year to build a robot that works underwater and a solar oven. A few years ago, I was having some belly pain, so my parents took me to the doctor. Eventually, we decided I need a colonoscopy, and there you have it, folks, Crohn's was the diagnosis. On one hand, I was pretty bummed out because I make frequent trips to the bathroom, and now I go to the Joe DiMaggio Children's Hospital every 8 weeks for infusion treatment. But, on the other hand, I'm really lucky. Why, you ask? Because I know kids who have to miss a lot of school because of their Crohn's, and even adults who have to miss work. Well, after I was diagnosed, I decided to start a club at my school to raise awareness. Did you know that even though at the time I was diagnosed, I did not know anyone with Crohn's, it turned out there were a lot of people around me with different types of IBD. Once I started my club, kids joined who wanted to understand more about IBD, and some of them had family members who were fighters just like me. As part of our club, we also make PSA videos to spread the word and help find a cure for Crohn's. This year, my team for the virtual Fort Lauderdale Take Steps walk is called Team Remy-Can. This is a mixture of two things. One, my treatment, which helps me feel better and do things that other kids can do. And two, my charity, Kids Can. I started Kids Can with my brother to raise money and volunteer with kids my age. We help raise awareness about IBD, other diseases that kids have, and we help kids who are experiencing homelessness, are in foster care, or just need a little help. I have been calling my friends and family to tell them about my team. Since I'm only 10, I don't really have social media, so my mom and dad help me spread the word on their Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and all that stuff. I don't really know what Snapchat is for, but my brother sure spends a lot of time on it. We were really excited to all walk together. Actually, I wanted to give a speech using my teleprompter in front of a big crowd. It's kind of my jam. Even though we can't all be together, we are still taking steps this year because now more than ever, we have to find a cure. I mean, don't you want to make sure that kids like me can be active, play sports, read books, and go to college? Well, this is Max and Eleanor signing off.
Oh my goodness. I mean, he's only 10. So it's because of patients like Max and all of our honored heroes that we tirelessly fundraise to invest in critical research to get us to cures. I'd also like to celebrate Max's fundraising achievement. He has exceeded his original goal by $1,000 and he is still going. So way to go, Max.
Oh, now we want to know, what have you been doing to fundraise for Take Steps so far? So here's another chance for you to leave comments in the Facebook chat so we can share your responses. Also, if you haven't started fundraising yet, we hope this generates some really great ideas for you.
And we want to give a special shout out to our top teams nationwide to date in the ticker below. Your fundraising achievements already are pretty phenomenal. So we wanted to celebrate.
Oh, I love all the comments here for Max. Max is just the cutest, and he did such a great job.
I don't know what Snapchat is either.
Me either. Wow. Well, here's a few examples while you guys are filling in the chat. We have Anthony Ethan from Alaska. If you go back to that last slide. Yes. Oh, and then we have George, who's taking steps in Louisiana and Mississippi. And he shared an inspiring video about his journey with IBD on his social network. So that is a great way to share your story and fundraise.
Christy Lang made earrings and has sold almost 200 pairs.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Rhonda's doing $5 Friday gift card raffles. That's a great idea. Other e-card raffles people are doing.
Wow.
Smart.
And Lauren says she raised the pace setter level of $100 just in a matter of minutes.
Linda did a Facebook fundraiser. Marie's got a wonderful trivia going online.
Very cool. All these creative ideas. And if you're still looking for more ideas, just read through that chat and you're going to find a lot of different inspiring ideas. But guys, you have so many creative ways that you are all out there fundraising. It's amazing. It just shows that even in our unique times, when you're determined to achieve your goals, anything is possible.
And if you didn't see your team listed below, you still got plenty of time to get on that list. No matter the amount you raise, you all are making a difference in each of our communities. But there's nothing wrong with a little friendly competition.
I'd like to introduce one of our top teams for multiple years running, a family of 6 representing Boston.
Hi, I'm Dan.
And I'm Stacy, and we're from Newton, Massachusetts.
Our team is the Super 6, and we walk with our twin 14-year-old daughters and my parents. We got involved with Take Steps when one of our daughters was diagnosed with Crohn's disease about 6 years ago. We also have several other family members who have IBD, and we really like coming together with others at the walk who are dealing with similar experiences. We're highly motivated to raise money for research into better treatments and a cure, and have raised over $150,000 in the past 6 years that we've been walking.
This year, raising money for Take Steps is more important than ever. As we all know, these are difficult times, patient need is greater than ever, and the foundation needs the revenue in order to continue to support all of us and continue to advance research.
This year it's important to recognize that people's circumstances may be different than past years, But we believe that continuing to make fundraising asks and raise awareness of the CCF's mission can still be very successful.
So far this year, we've raised nearly $30,000, and we're so motivated to continue to raise even more.
So Team Super 6 did approach their fundraising differently given the pandemic, as I'm sure many of us are. Instead of a mass email asking for donations, they actually really assessed their network and reached out individually with a specific donation request to make sure they were asking appropriately. They also reached out to both their 2019 and their 2018 past donors to make sure they did not miss anyone who could support them again. Thanks so much, Team Super 6, for your incredible fundraising. It's remarkable that you are on track to reach your goal of $32,000. Thank you.
The greatest reward from your fundraising efforts is knowing you are improving the lives of people with Crohn's and colitis. And as an added bonus, who doesn't love a little Take Steps swag? The Take Steps runway is set, and we have brought together models from across the country to give you a look at these great incentives. So let's start the show.
Well, that's quite the couture collection we have for 2020 for you all. So whether you're walking virtually or in person with us this year, your walk day is certainly going to look a little different. So those of you with in-person events later this summer or fall, our staff will be sharing details with you closer to walk day. For our 54 walks that are coming together for Take Steps Plus Virtual on June 20th, we wanted to share a few more details now. So today is really an example of how we'll be coming together for Take Steps Plus Virtual. We can share our messages and posts, and you can comment and interact with us. You'll be able to share your photos. That said, some of the things you're used to on Walk Day will still take place, just virtually. You'll hear from more honored heroes. We will celebrate our patients, of course, and our caregivers. We will recognize our top teams, and we'll even provide you with a virtual walk route map to get you throughout the day.
Our live stream will again be on Facebook Live and our YouTube channel. We are excited about a giant virtual celebration nationwide and hope you are too. Did you notice our awesome 2020 t-shirt during that runway show? If you're walking virtually this year, you won't miss out. If you reach the pace setter level of $100 or more by May 19th, congratulations. Your shirt will arrive before our virtual walk on June 20th. Now, if you haven't raised $100 yet, no problem, you still have time. But anyone who raises $100 or more by June 30th for Take Steps Plus Virtual will still get a t-shirt in the mail after the walk. For all of you walking later in the year, you'll be able to pick up your t-shirt and other earned incentives on Walk Day, as usual. However you are participating in Take Steps this year, we are excited to have you join.
Speaking of excited, so as I promised earlier, we have some exciting news. And now welcome our President and CEO, Michael Oso, to share it.
Thank you so much, Michelle, and thank you, Danielle, and thanks to everybody who's joining us today. I've been following all the posts. They really are amazing, and I want to thank specifically Vishal and Max for sharing, and all the honored heroes, and even our swag models. It's just been so inspiring this morning. So thank you for joining the Take Steps Rally, and we're doing so much good work thanks to your support, both before COVID-19 and also in response to it. And I want to take a moment to share a few examples. So the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation brings together the largest IBD community in the country, and we engage that community in the fight against Crohn's and colitis. In 2019, this amazing community helped lead the passage of step therapy, or fail first, legislation in Ohio, Washington, and Georgia. Laws that help remove barriers to patients getting the treatments they need. And our support and education programs are empowering patients to take charge of their care. Again, in 2019, we made more than 2 million connections through our programs. We launched a variety of new initiatives, including a suite of financial management resources and a series of videos that share young adult perspectives on the mental health challenges of IBD. Since our founding, we've invested $350 million in IBD research, all aimed at accelerating toward cures and improving patient outcomes. And in 2019 alone, we invested $28 million in over 240 new and continuing projects at both US and international institutions. We launched several new initiatives, including several exciting projects studying nutrition. Your fundraising through Take Steps makes this and all our work possible. 2020 has certainly been a year unlike any other. The foundation is working tirelessly to provide all the resources necessary and the information regarding COVID-19. Our website is updated regularly. We've developed virtual education events and support group meetings, and are even moving our Camp Oasis to a virtual experience. I encourage you to visit our website today, if you haven't already, and review all the great information that's there. COVID-19 has brought us to a place of opposing challenges. On the one hand, we have a greater need than ever to provide more resources to our patients, while we face the prospect of less funds to do that. So I hope you've been as motivated today as I certainly have, hearing the stories of our honored heroes, the fundraising ideas and successes of so many teams, and seeing people from all across the country rally together to support Take Steps. So if you haven't yet, please register today. We certainly need you. And recruit others. The more people involved, the more awareness we generate, the more money we can raise. So please, most importantly, raise funds yourself. Together, I know we can reach our $11 million goal. This year, more than ever, our patients and caregivers need our Take Steps family to rally. So now for some exciting news, which Michelle shared earlier that I was going to tell you about. We are so pleased and grateful to donors Heidi and Chris Stolte for providing us with a $600,000 match for our Take Steps walk. And it starts right now. So what does this mean for you fundraisers? It means every donation and dollar raised for Take Steps walks will be matched dollar for dollar, up to $600,000 from right now through June 20th. That means $600,000 becomes $1.2 million and will help ensure that the foundation's critical research for Crohn's and colitis will continue. We are all IBD warriors, and not even social distancing is going to stop us from raising money for IBD cures. So get ready to take steps and have your impact go twice as far right now. I know we can do so much more with your help. We're counting on you, and thank you.
What an absolutely amazing match opportunity. If you needed a little extra motivation to fundraise, I think you just got it. Before we leave you today, we'd like to close out the rally with two special guests. If you watched season 17 of The Voice, then you might recognize this soulful singer-songwriter and guitarist from Austin, Texas.
Hey everyone, my name's Chelsea.
And I'm Joe.
We're from Austin, Texas, and we are so excited to be a part of the Take Steps rally today. Just want to share a little bit about my journey with IBD. So in 2013, I was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis and have since just suffered in silence for the most part, kind of kept it to ourselves. And towards the end of last year, I ended up having a really bad flare-up and wound up in the hospital, and things got really rough there for a little while. And through that, I realized I need to take better care of myself and just surround myself with a community of people who understand and go through similar things, or their spouse or caretaker is at their side at all times. And so we were drawn towards the foundation not long ago, actually just a few months ago, and have since just gained a wonderful community of understanding people who've just wrapped us in love and support without always being down about the struggles that we face with IBD.
That defeat and that triumph and that pain and the love and everything like that kind of brought all those songs together. And during that time, I kind of reflected on our life together. And so these songs are really kind of an anthem for you guys in the Crohn's and colitis community to know that you're not alone in this, and also for people that feel isolated with whatever they're dealing with. Is these songs, I want to bring hope to those people who are having a tough time, or maybe feel like they're the only ones out there. And I just want them to know, and you to know, that that you're not alone. You're not alone in the fight.
All right, this is a brand new song I just released called Back Home. Today's the day to get off the ground. There ain't no other way but up. Forget what they say, just be who you are. Yeah. She told me on the day that I left the big old city, broken and defeated, lost and feeling so alone. Yeah. Baby, you saved me, yeah. You changed me, you showed me which way to go. You said every day's a struggle, babe. Every day, yeah. But when you come back home, I give you all the love the world couldn't give you, babe. So won't you come back home? Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Today is the day. Don't you turn around. You're better than you think you are. Forget what they say. Let your voice be heard. She told me on the day that I left the big old city, broken and defeated, lost and feeling so alone. Yeah. Baby, you saved me, you changed me, you showed me which way to go. You say every day's a struggle, babe. Yes, it is. But when you come back home, I give you all the love the world couldn't give you, babe. So won't you come back home where you left it, home to keep your heart in soul, babe. Yes, indeed. I said home to be really, home will help your soul on the world, babe. Yes, it will, babe. So come back home. Yeah, so come back
Thank you so much for sharing your journey with us, Chelsea, and Joe for that inspiring song.
Before we close, I got to shout out Team R-Dog from Pittsburgh, whose family tuned in to rally with us from Dublin, Ireland. Thank you, family. And Team Crenshaw from Jacksonville, who got $5,000 today. So congrats, everyone. All right, everyone. Thanks for rallying with us. Stay safe, and we look forward to seeing you either virtually on June 20th or later this year at your local walk. Thanks, guys.